Getting rid of Obamacare was the perfect message for Donald Trump.
We're going to terminate, repeal Obamacare.
We have to repeal and replace Obamacare. Have to do it. Have to do it.
I would repeal and replace the big lie Obamacare.
For anyone who didn't like Barack Obama, getting rid of Obamacare could feel like wiping out a bad memory. But healthcare is complicated. If you've noticed, the Affordable Care Act, aka Obamacare, is still with us. Hi, I'm John Greenberg with PolitiFact, where we've been tracking Trump's campaign promises on the Trumpometer. The Affordable Care Act did some things that a lot of people liked. It blocked insurance companies from denying coverage to people with pre-existing conditions like cancer and asthma. It let kids stay on their parents' plan until they were 26. But it also did some things that weren't popular, like telling everyone they had to have insurance. If you made insurance companies cover everyone, you had to tell everyone, meaning healthy people, to get insurance. It's the way to make sure there's enough money to pay for sick people. There were lots of exceptions, and millions of people could get coverage for free. But the mandate idea didn't sit right for plenty of Americans. And then there was making more people eligible for Medicaid. That worked in about 2/3 of the states, but states run by Republicans generally didn't go for it. When Trump took office, he had two big things in his favor: a Republican-run Senate and a Republican-run House. Even before he took office, the Senate teed up a bill that let them pass a repeal and replace bill with just 51 votes. Without it, they would have run into a Democratic filibuster, and they didn't have the 60 votes to beat that. As soon as that bill passed, we rated this promise in the works. On his first day in office, Trump signed an executive order that told every agency to delay any part of the Affordable Care Act that cost anybody any money. Republicans were on a roll. And then they ran into a problem. Other Republicans.
We came really close today, but we came up short. I spoke to the president just a little while ago, and I told him that the best thing I think to do is to pull this bill, and he agreed with that decision.
Republicans couldn't agree among themselves about what kind of law should replace Obamacare. The promise slipped to stalled on the Trumpometer, but not for long. Just 6 weeks later, Republicans passed a bill. It undid a lot of pieces of Obamacare. It turned premium subsidies into tax credits and put a lid on Medicaid spending. It let insurance companies charge sick people more than healthy ones. The Congressional Budget Office said the bill would save money, but over 10 years, the country would see about 23 million fewer people insured. With things back on track, our rating went up a notch to in the works. A little spoiler alert. This promise was like a tennis ball, bouncing back and forth between in the works and stalled. If Republicans found it tough to get a bill through the House, the Senate turned out to be even tougher. Plenty of GOP senators had issues with the House bill. In the face of setbacks, Republican leader Mitch McConnell offered a stripped-down bill just to keep the process moving. In a famous midnight vote, Arizona Senator John McCain, battling brain cancer that would soon take his life, cast the pivotal vote to kill that plan. A final effort to pass a bill fell short, and McConnell said it wasn't worth bringing to a vote. With Congress unable to deliver, Trump shifted to doing what he could on his own. He loosened the rules on insurance that didn't deliver as solid coverage but cost less. And he stopped paying about $10 billion a year to cover the out-of-pocket costs of low-income families. All of this chipped away at Obamacare. Our rating shifted up a notch. Remember the individual mandate, the penalty for not having insurance? In a totally separate tax bill, Republicans got rid of it by driving the penalty down to zero.
We essentially repealed Obamacare because we got rid of the individual mandate, which was terrible.
A year later, that move delivered a Republican victory. At least a partial one. A federal judge in Texas ruled that without the mandate, none of Obamacare works. He declared the entire law unconstitutional. But he put that order on hold until the legal process ran its course. The U.S. Supreme Court will hear the case, but no one expects a decision until after the election. You can guess where this rating is headed. Trump said he would repeal and replace Obamacare. Obamacare lives on. This is a promise broken. Curious about the other 101 promises Trump made on the campaign trail? You can find them all on the Trumpometer at PolitiFact.com. And while you're there, You can subscribe to our newsletter and subscribe to see more videos like this.